How to configure Ansible Dynamic Inventory for VMware? This is the best way to list all the virtual machines inside your VMware infrastructure. I'm going to show you a live demo with some simple Ansible code. I'm Luca Burton and welcome to today's episode of Ansible Pilot. Ansible Dynamic Inventory for VMware. The VMware Dynamic Inventory plugin dynamically queries VMware APIs and tells Ansible what node can be managed. The purpose is to get a virtual machine as inventory host from the VMware environment. In this way, you could execute your Ansible automation to all the virtual machines, for example. The full name is community.vmware.vm_inventory, which means that it's part of a collection or module to interact with VMware community supported. This plugin requires PyVMOMI, a Python SDK for the VMware vSphere API that allows your application to manage ASX, ASXi, and vCenter infrastructure. This library interacts with VMware vSphere API and allows you to manage ASX, XI, and vCenter in order to execute some Ansible code. The PyVMOMI Python library supports Python 2.7 and 2.4 or following. Other requirements are Python request library and vSphere automation SDK only for the tag feature. Please note that the inventory YAML configuration file must end with vmware.yml, vmware.yaml, vmware_vm_inventory or vmware_vm_inventory YAML. Now, demo time. I'm going to show you how to configure the Ansible Dynamic Inventory for VMware to list all the virtual machines in your VMware infrastructure as an Ansible inventory. Are you excited? Let's have fun! Welcome to my editor. The first operation is actually to enable the plugin. So let's set together the Ansible CFG, the configuration file of Ansible. This option is under the inventory section, so let me write inventory between brackets and specify enable_plugins equal to VMware_VM_inventory. Yes, that's it. In this way, Ansible is going to enable the VMware inventory plugin and we are able to target our infrastructure. Otherwise, nothing will happen. And now we can configure also some parameters of this plugin. Now let me create one configuration file named inventory.vmware.yaml. So it's a YAML file. Let me specify the plugin name vmware_vm_inventory, and all the following properties are parameters of this plugin. So let me set to strict to false, and important things is hostname, in my case vmware.example.com. You could specify an IP address or a DNS name, like in my case. Username, in my case, is username at vsphere.local. It could be administrator or another username as you wish, based on your infrastructure. The password, this is mine. I'm writing in a clear text because it's easy, but I strongly recommend you to use Ansible Vault to store any password. Let me disable validation of certificates, so accepting also self-signer certificate, disable tags, and let me specify that I would like to group VMs So in this way, I'm able to start the VMware_VM inventory plugin and specify some credentials. These are very important: the hostname, username, password, and certificate. Other parameters that might be useful in your infrastructure. Welcome to my terminal. Let me connect to my Ansible controller machine using SSH DevOps as username at demoexample.com. This is a freshly installed Ansible machine. Let me show you the Ansible version. This is Ansible Core 2.12 latest version, and let me verify that the community VMware Ansible collection is successfully installed with Ansible-Galaxy collection list community.vmware. Yay, we have everything configured. So I was copying the file under the VMware directory. Let me cut, for example, Ansible configuration. So every code running in this directory will use this configuration. So let me use the Ansible-inventory command line utility using the inventory.vmware.yml with --list option. Okay, now under the hood, Ansible is using the Python library to connect to the VMware infrastructure, executing the authentication with a credential that we specified in the YAML file and listing all the available virtual machines. The operation is going to take some moment depending how many virtual machines do you have, what is the load of your VMware infrastructure, and the result is a long YAML file depending how many virtual machines do you have. In my case, I have many, and we can analyze specifically one virtual machine, in my case, my VM. So let me wait for the result and scroll it down. Yes, here we have my VM is this one. You can see also the instance UUID, some information about the hardware, for example, if the amount of CPUs, in my case 1, the guest ID that is CentOS 64 guest, and CPU is not hot, added or removed, and more information about the template and if the guest operating system is running or not. As you can see, this machine is powered off. Now we are able to use this inventory inside our Ansible playbook and target this virtual machine with some operation. Yay! Great result! Now you know how to configure Ansible Dynamic Inventory for VMware. And you can improve the code with more filters and more options as well. Thank you for watching. I hope this lesson was useful for you, and see us on the next adventure of Ansible Pilot, and have a great day! Yay! This video is part of our Ansible automation program. Sign up today on www.ansiblepilot.com for uninterrupted exclusive video and so much fun.